I'm Wendy Anderson. I'm Assistant Vice Principal for Learning and Teaching, and I'm one of the co-leads on the Assessment, Feedback, Practice and Policy Workstream, which is part of the Learning and Teaching Strategy work. So the focus of our workstream so far has been developing an institutional approach to assessment feedback, which we're calling a learning through assessment approach. So we're very aware that the ways in which we choose to do assessments as an institution have a significant impact on student learning and the quality of the student experience. So far, our main work in the workstream has been to develop an institutional approach, which we're calling learning through assessment. And as part of that process, we've involved the 4 colleges and the Teaching Excellence Network and the SRC in various consultation events over the last few months, and that's gone really well. And part of what I'd like to do here is just to thank all the colleagues and students who've been part of that consultation process. It's been great to have their feedback on what we've done so far and great to have their involvement in the approach.
The Learning Through Assessment document, or LTA as we lovingly refer to it now, and you may hear in the future, is a theoretical framework for how assessment and feedback should work at the University of Glasgow. Now, many of you will recognize this framework and parts of it, and some of it might be a bit new to you, but that's okay, because in addition to creating this framework, we've also created some resources in the form of an assessment and feedback resource hub that will help you learn about things like programmatic assessment and feedback, how to do assessment mapping and blueprinting, how to create accessible and meaningful assessments, and how to promote assessment and feedback literacy, both with staff and students. A lot of good practice is already taking place across campus. So if you know of anyone who's doing something particularly innovative with assessment or with feedback, or you yourself are doing something, please feel free to get in touch with us so that we can highlight and showcase your examples on our Assessment and Feedback Hub. I don't want people to look at this as something that they're not already doing. So when you read the Learning Through Assessment document, if you haven't already, you will notice that it feels very familiar. It's based a lot on good practice that a lot of you are already doing. And so don't be afraid when you read this. Don't feel like you're not doing anything, right? There is so much good practice happening already on campus that this, for some of you, is going to feel very familiar and very easy to do. And some of you will be excited about the new things that you can try now that you may not have thought about before.
Student voice has been a crucial part of developing the LTA framework from the beginning. The SRC has had multiple rounds of consultation about the document over time, with the most recent round of consultation focusing on the impact of implementation in the coming years. Student feedback has been influencing the LTA in live time with editing the document through committees and through our consultations, but also with projects going forward in the future. Some of the feedback students have raised are concerns about workload impacts for students and staff and equity of experience for students across different subjects. Ongoing projects such as the Transforming Curricula Workstream and the Learning and Teaching Committee strategy is already looking at curriculum mapping possibilities in the future. Also, projects in STEM-focused subjects have been looking at the impact that decreasing end-of-term high-stakes exams could have while making sure that they ensure quality, but also are meeting the requirements of their external accrediting bodies. As a member of the Assessment and Feedback Project Committee and as a student who's been involved in the consultation, just want to say a huge thank you to all of the students who've been involved in this process and to all of the members of the university who've been incorporating student feedback along the way.